034-2017, we had a request from the Trail Conservancy, that Sojourn group, for the use of Cecil Park. Dawn, I know you had some questions you answered.
Right, this was previously, I think, in front of the board in December. There were some questions raised about alcohol sales, would it conflict with any other events? We've cleared up all those issues, as the board is aware, through email. Clear how that the Sojourn does not provide alcohol sales, and there will be no other event scheduled on the day of these events, on this Sojourn.
Now, what did you say about alcohol sales?
The Sojourn, they did not sell alcohol, they did not provide alcohol or sell alcohol at this event. The Montauk Trail Council did.
And so they'll be taking over the entire park?
Yes, they will be. The Sojourn will, yes.
And what is the rate for the entire park?
I'm trying to get them to give us what the rate is for all of the pavilion rails for that day, since they will be occupying the entire park. In addition, I'm trying to get some extra because they do have shower trailers that come in, and they'll be providing showers for the cyclists. So I explained that to her, and she did not seem to have a problem with giving us a...
And what about a deposit?
They will also be providing us a $1,000 security deposit.
Okay.
Now, there was no problem at the last event, other than some of the confusion, because I believe there's a Girl Scout group there at the same time, and someone was concerned. There was a Girl Scout group at the park at the same time, and that's what caused some of the confusion or the hesitation on behalf of the board to take action. That will not be the situation this year.
Okay.
Well, I think we still have to put the condition that it needs to meet the deposit of the rental rates. Right now, it's not even in here.
That's fine.
I mean, if you want to approve it, I think if we add up all the rental rates, which apparently they're either negotiating or agreeing to do, at least that'll be part of the motion. So what would they be, Dawn?
I came up with a number of $500, and that would cover all of the pavilion rails, clearly cover all the pavilion rails, and certainly enough to cover any water usage that would occur on that day.
Plus the $1,000 security.
Plus the $1,000 security deposit.
That'd be somebody's motion?
I'll make that motion.
It's been moved. Is there a second to that? I'll second that motion. It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carol, motion carries. For 035-2017, it's considering purchasing picnic benches for the new Miners Pavilion at a cost not to exceed $12,000. Miners Pavilion tables. Okay, picnic tables, what I said. Oh, all right. I know you're working with the Historic Society on that. You want to bring everybody up to speed on that?
You talking about?
Yes.
What'd you say?
You want to bring everybody up to speed on that? I know the pavilion's done and completed.
The pavilion is 99% done. We don't have a sign on it yet. And we're putting a stainless steel table inside. Also a grill outside. The picnic benches, tables, whatever it's called, have to be done, or we need 8. We size the building along with the tables that we would put in them. So we need 8 tables. I contacted Parks and Recreation to find out what tables they bought 2 or 3 years ago, and they were, I think, $984 plus $100 per table. And I don't know what the price is going to be today. I have the information, but have not had a chance to call to see what the current price is. So I doubt that it's going to be over $10,000, but I suggested $12,000 just to be on the safe side. And they're going to be the same tables that Parks and Rec used or purchased 2 or 3 years ago. There will be handicap tables as well.
Elizabeth, I heard a suggestion too that Mr. Bay made some really nice tables at work. Maybe our Parks board members haven't seen those, but this isn't specifying a particular table. So I think with the authorization to spend that, I think maybe Dawn could look into that and see if that's more favorable. Send the specs to our Parks board.
Please look into it and do it promptly. We are setting a date of May 20th to turn over everything to the township, and we plan to have an event at the pavilion. We we're getting close time-wise, and this is something that has to be done right away. So see what you can find out. We don't want it any more than the tables that are currently at the park, nor do we want it any less. I remember her saying that she used, or that she purchased them extra strong bases on them. I'll have to find out more from her, or Dawn, you can call Kathy Mikulski,
All right.
and she'll tell you. And that's all that we're asking, is that it be what they approved.
So is there a motion to,
I have a couple questions.
yeah, go ahead.
So, prior to the opening of this pavilion, will the actual memorial be done? I guess I'm confused because you were selling $100, I don't know if it was bricks or brass plates or what was it?
Brick pavers. Yes.
Yeah. So is that money still being held?
Yes.
And that will be done at a future date?
Well, we have to get the pavilion up first, and then as soon as we determine, maybe we can start soon, but we might have to determine where the monument is going to be placed, because that's our intent, is to build a passageway to the monument from the pavilion. But that could change depending on what happens with the paths that you're talking about doing, Bill?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I prefer that you vote on your motion, and I'll address some concerns I have with that area over there in my public works report.
Well, I mean, I'm not opposed to this, I mean, you know that, like, I've been in favor of this before, but I guess my concern is the Historical Society is ultimately holding people's money. When you're holding a big ceremony to open the pavilion, do people who donate the money fully understand that the brick pavers that they donated towards will happen in the future? And really isn't part. So the money that was collected from the people to memorialize their family members,
Yes.
was that used to build this pavilion?
No.
Okay, so we just need to make sure that the people who donated the money understand that the Historical Society is still working towards the ultimate end result of a memorial with brick pavers.
Absolutely.
Okay. And at some point, that will be brought to the township to let us know what it's gonna look like. I've been asked, that's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it'll come before us. And at some point, will those brick pavers be turned over to the township to maintain?
I would assume that.
It's going to be on the township property.
Yeah, I would assume.
Yes.
But you can't really put the pavers down till you get the monument up,
Right,
because you can't just have the pavers there,
right.
you know.
Are you close to putting up the?
Right now, from my knowledge, we're concentrating on getting the pavilion up.
Okay.
Now that's
The
done.
pavilion is done. We've paid,
Yeah,
except for the couple of small things,
yeah.
we've spent $19,100 on the building. And we've had some nice donations, but we had to sell a hell of a lot of candy to make it work.
Kathy, I think the idea was that I heard at the Historical Society meeting, at one point was that they can at least put let's say they have the location for the memorial, put the footing in for it, because that's what disturbed the ground, and then they can start building a paving pad around it, because once the statue or whatever it is done, it can be set on the concrete right on the footing, it won't disturb the area. So I think they're anxious to get some of the pavers in the ground, but they know it might take.
And we have to watch what kind of pavers we use too, because Beavers Township Library put pavers at their front entrance. The rain, the snow, and everything.
Salt.
It wiped the names completely off. Since they've left the pavers down, but when you go through the first set of doors, they have a sign up with everybody who donated on those. So we've got to make sure that if we're going to get pavers, that we get something that will hold up to the weather.
I guess my other question too is the ultimate ultimately, will you be able to rent this Miners Pavilion?
What?
Yeah.
Will you be able to rent this
Oh,
Miners
yeah.
Pavilion?
Oh,
You
the
can?
township rents it.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah, so as a resident, you can come and rent it.
Yes.
Will the monument and memorial be in close proximity to?
Yes,
that's what my understanding, yes.
My only concern is if you're spending all this money and you're putting it close to a pavilion where people may or may not take the best care of it, I would just caution you to consider that in your planning.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to spend, $25,000-$30,000 on a monument to have it destroyed, intentionally or unintentionally within the first year.
But then they destroy these pavilions that are right here, right in the front.
Which is why I'm saying
Yeah,
that.
people at the playground and you're sitting there, you see what they let their kids do, so.
Right.
Kathy, the other thing that impacts those pavers that are like walkways, like the Peters Township is, they do maintain them during the winter, so they salt them and things like that. Our park closes in the fall, so we're not gonna be salting that area back there, so, I mean, whatever ice and water
Yeah.
impact it's gonna have, but at least it won't be
It's not
accelerated.
Peter's thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, there's different grades of pavers too.
I would just, in planning, because I've been around a few children, I would keep that in mind.
So, is there a motion?
Talking about putting these pavers there, wasn't everything already underwater once this year?
what did you say?
It was already underwater once. We put that pavers down, I just don't work it out. I think it's completely underwater.
Are you committed to pavers versus like a sign with brass plaques?
That's all that's been discussed. I mean, other ideas have been brought, but,
There's really not a set location for the monument yet.
or anything
For
like
the-
that yet, yeah.
Yeah, there's really no, my suggestion would be, I'm just one out of the board, but I would like it in the walkway coming in here on this side of us,
That'd be nice.
so everybody can see the names and everything as they're walking into the building.
Versus next
Versus
to,
over across the creek. That would be my idea now, but
I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but actually,
Yeah, I think
because like my biggest fear, and it's the same with, my issue with the old jail being right next to a pavilion, while I watch my children, not everybody does. And so are you gonna pay all this money and spend all this time and sell, $300,000 candy bars and then have it destroyed?
yeah.
Which then becomes a huge issue, so.
Or what's the way?
Yeah, or like he said, if it's underwater, you're gonna be chasing it down the creek.
Yeah.
that's why my suggestion would be out front here. And
Or even, I think
everybody
you
see
talked about a wall plaque with those,
something like Upper St. Clair has right there in front of the township building, something like that.
well, I hope the Historic Society will continue discussing that. But for those picnic tables, though, is there a motion to approve that not to exceed, with Dawn looking into the tables we've done in the past, with our Parks Board, and with looking in what, let's say, Norster Bain used, because apparently they're pretty popular.
Make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Those in
Excuse me,
favor?
let me just add to that, that if you do exceed the 10.5, you will need to get 3 telephonic or written quotes, if you think you're going to get in that area. I just want to remind you.
We'll get written quotes anyway on it.
Okay.
It's been adjusted. It's 19.5 now.
What?
Oh, no, the 3 telephonic or written quotes if you're between 10.5 and 19.4, and then it's formal bidding after 19.4.
Right, well, and we normally, we normally jump on the co-stars contracts first and look at those first.
Yeah, it's state bid.
So you're going to do co-stars. Okay, great.
Well, not necessarily, we look at both. I mean, if another vendor that isn't on CoStar, if he has a better price, we can still do that. We're at the limit for awarding bids. Thank you. So it's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify, sorry,
Discussion, what's the amount we're using?
12,000.
12, or Elizabeth mentioned 10.7 or something?
I don't know.
She said just 8 tables.
Very well.
So maybe,
That's right.
so maybe we add that to the motion, consider the purchase of 8 picnic tables not to exceed $12,000.
Thank you.
Moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Stay.
Abstain, one abstention. The motion carries.